Hey, welcome back to another video, guys. This is the Goated Ones. Today we're going to be going over the Season 15 Apex Legend map Point of Interest. I believe there's 14 out of, I think, 16 that we know. I will let you know this is going to be a little bit of a informational video, so if you're not into the information, you know, the juicy parts, this is just going to kind of be the description of every single map that we have so far. Or not every single map, I'm sorry. Every single point of interest. So I'm going to go through them, I'm going to read the descriptions that we have, and then I'm going to go to the next one. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and start. First of all, we have Terraformer. Constructed to prevent the moon from dying, the Terraformer is a massive symmetrical structure that resides off-center of the map. It is a king of the hill drop location with loot throughout, which supports up to 4 teams with comfortable landing spots. The central position of power can be used effectively to defend from within walls, but there are always ways to infiltrate and overthrow the team in power. Stasis Net Array. A completely asymmetrical space with a central honeypot of loot. The Stasis Net Array area provides plenty of ways to escape and flank the main structure, or retreat and move the fight. The particle beam emitting from this location is what keeps floating moon debris from crashing down into Boreas, as well as the moon itself. Ignore that. Atmos Station and Backup ATMO. Over time, the Atmos Stations have created a breathable atmosphere on Clio. Research buildings to the left and right offer landing spots for players to loot and assault main tower structure. Pass through the narrow bridge or take the zip rails to the top. Nearby water silos can be a safer location, but there should not be too much heat elsewhere. Perpetual Core. As the sole source of power on the moon, this huge area supports big fights and multiple landings. The core itself is the main seat of power here, but it can also be attacked. The uplift from the turbine below and the surrounding zip rails can offer unique escape strategies. Bionomics. A tightly packed set of circular structures with playable rooftops. There are plenty of opportunities for vertical flanking, along with sneaky healing spots in Bionomics. Originally a research facility built to study strange fauna, some experimental regrowth still populates the abandoned area. The Divide. The Divide is a clustered spot of vertical houses filled with loot, separated by bridges and connected by zip rails. It was one of the first towns on Clio, but was split due to continued instability on the moon. This is a fast-paced, high-energy location where skills on zip rails can lead to a quick victory. Alpha Base. The site on the first moon landing. Alpha Base densely packed lunar buildings rest inside a giant moon crater. Exterior walls keep the fight contained, and tight interior space require a big commitment. Mid-break here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Help us support the channel. I'll be coming out with a bunch of Apex content. Anyway, Eternal Gardens. A vast open space that serves as a memorial of the tragic event on Boreas. Eternal Gardens is home for a long-range field of flowers and trenches. It has a central tower that contains the only jump tower on the moon. Meant as means of celebration, it is also a crafty way to reposition for a fight or rotate to another zone. Breaker Wharf. A symmetrical space built for mid-range combat and connected by a bridge and zip rail. The parallel structures at Breaker's Wharf is packed with multiple layers of versatility and the means to reposition between them. Flanked by additional zip rails, it is also an easy way to rotate to another POI. By the way, if you guys don't know what zip rails are, you can go check out my other video. I talked everything about what we know for Season 15, and that explains it. So, Production Yard. Production Yard is another large location on the map, with a bullseye landing pad and 2 adjacent landings on the extent of this T-shaped structure. There is lots of loot nestled within the corridors here with a central honey pot to fight over. The Foundry. This large POI features a divided central hub, split by 2 long arms filled with loot and enough landing spots for 4 teams. The integrated zip rails at the Foundry allow players to quickly travel across the main hub or to reposition for a fight. This is where ferrofluid is refined and used to patch parts on the moon to avoid further deterioration. Dry Gulch. This entirely asymmetrical location is divided by a short bridge, which also acts as a funnel for rotation between 2 halves of the Dry Gulch. The Gulch features fast, multi-layered fights with tightly packed interior spaces. Cultivation. The source for all moon food. Cultivation is made up of low-lying collection of circular greenhouses that connects a large central greenhouse, the seat of power in this location. Easily defendable on all sides, the waterways cutting through this zone offer sneaky routes to loot up and assault the main structure undetected. Promenades. The Promenades is the place where most moon dwellers reside and get their supplies. This huge vertically visible landmark is a focused halfway fight with zip rails throughout. Flank routes pocket the interior space, while the exterior is the main central funnel between the north and the south side of the map. And that's last. I know that was really fast and really, fast said. I'm sorry. But that was a lot. If you need to go back and rewatch it, go for it. But yeah, I personally think these maps are going to be really, really cool. These point of interest. I'm personally excited for Cultivation. I like that, and then the Foundry. Those seem like they're going to be really, really cool map spots. Good fighting places and good areas to just have good combat. So once again, thank y'all for watching. And make sure you like and subscribe to help support the channel. I'll be coming out with loads and loads of more Apex content coming in the future. So, anyway, with that being said, y'all have a good night/day, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Goodbye.